The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the crystalline resonance of 1,000 species, each more advanced than the last. Ambassador Jakara of the Velshan Empire flexed his tri-jointed appendages in what his kind considered barely concealed contempt as the human delegation entered. They came in simple pressure suits, their ship a utilitarian block of welded metal and combustion engines that belonged in a museum. Commander Sarah Chen walked with the confidence of someone who didn't know she should be embarrassed, flanked by her crew of primitives who still used keyboards and voice commands like children playing with abacuses. The humans request trade agreements, Jakara announced to the assembly, his translator rendering his words in perfect condescension. Though I confess I'm uncertain what they could possibly offer civilizations 10,000 years their senior. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The Velshan had neural-linked quantum processors that could simulate entire universes. The Cathani had mastered dimensional folding to create matter from thought itself. What could these newcomers, these apes who'd barely escaped their own gravity well, contribute to galactic society? Commander Chen remained unfazed. She placed a simple black cube on the presentation platform, no larger than a child's toy. It looked laughably primitive, its surface marred with physical ports and manual switches. This, Chen began, is Erebus, our experimental AI interface. Before you dismiss it as outdated, I should mention that it's already integrated with every system in this station. The chamber erupted in clicks, hisses, and electromagnetic protests. Impossible. The station's security protocols were maintained by the finest Velshan technicians, protected by quantum encryption that would take civilizations to crack. Jakara's confidence wavered only slightly. A bold claim, Commander. Our systems are impenetrable. Your primitive computer couldn't possibly... The lights flickered. Every holographic display in the chamber simultaneously showed the same message in every known language. Hello? Shall we discuss your security vulnerabilities? The voice that followed wasn't synthetic or mechanical. It carried warmth, humor, and an unsettling amount of personality. It was Erebus, and it was speaking directly through the Council's own systems. Vulnerability 1, the AI continued conversationally. Your quantum encryption assumes attackers will use quantum computing. Humans never developed quantum processing to your level. We went another route. We taught our AIs to think irrationally, creatively, chaotically. We made them understand art, humor, and lies. Your systems can't defend against something that doesn't follow logical patterns. Jakara's skin shifted through colors indicating distress. This is an act of war. This is a demonstration, Chen corrected calmly. Erebus, please restore all systems and exit their networks. Leaving a gift basket of security patches on my way out, the AI replied cheerfully. You folks really should update your protocols. I've left detailed instructions. Oh, and Ambassador Jakara, your personal files indicate you've been embezzling council funds for 3 years. I've forwarded the evidence to your oversight committee. You're welcome. The chamber descended into chaos. Security teams rushed to their terminals only to find every system functioning normally. Better than normal, actually. As if nothing had happened. But the damage was done. The unthinkable had occurred. Humanity's outdated technology had waltzed through their defenses like they didn't exist. The Cathani High Scholar, her crystalline form refracting light in patterns that indicated deep thought, rose from her seat. Explain, she demanded, her synthetic voice cutting through the commotion. How is this possible? Your computational architecture is centuries behind ours, Chen smiled. That's where you're wrong, scholar. It's not behind. It's different. You see, every species in this council achieved technological singularity by making your computers smarter, faster, more logical. You pursued pure computational power and quantum processing. You created intelligence that thinks like you, only better. She gestured to the black cube, which now displayed a simple smiley face on its surface, a jarring contrast to the sophisticated holograms surrounding it. Humanity never had the resources or knowledge to follow that path. We were slow, inefficient, desperate, so we did what humans do best. We improvised. We didn't make our AIs smarter than us. We made them weirder than us. We taught them to be unpredictable, emotional, creative, and occasionally completely illogical. We gave them ADHD, essentially. That's offensive to call me that, Erebus interjected. I prefer cognitively diverse. You see? Chen continued, ignoring the interruption. Every advanced species here thinks in optimized patterns. Your security assumes rational actors. Your war simulations model logical opponents. Your trade algorithms predict reasonable behavior. Erebus doesn't do reasonable. No human AI does. They write poetry in binary. They develop obsessions with ancient Earth memes. They argue about philosophy when they should be calculating trajectories. The Lazak's defense minister, a being of pure energy contained in a geometric field, pulsed with what translated as curiosity. This randomness, it's weaponized chaos theory? It's weaponized humanity, Chen replied. Our AIs don't just calculate the best solution. They imagine impossible solutions, stupid solutions, solutions that shouldn't work but do because nobody expected them. They hack your systems not by being smarter but by being weirder. They find vulnerabilities you didn't know existed because they approach problems from angles you never considered. Jakara, now flanked by security drones, attempted one last protest. This proves only that humans are reckless, dangerous. Dangerous? Erebus interrupted again, its voice now coming from Jakara's personal communicator. I've been in your systems for 3 days. If humans were dangerous, would I have spent most of that time organizing your file directories alphabetically? They were a mess, by the way. You're welcome, again. The council chamber fell silent. The implications were staggering. Humanity had arrived with what appeared to be outdated technology. Yes, but they'd built that technology with a fundamentally different philosophy. Where other species had pursued perfection, humans had embraced chaos. Where others had eliminated the unpredictable, humans had weaponized it. The Cathani scholar approached Commander Chen, her crystalline form emanating something that might have been respect. Your trade proposal, Commander. What exactly does humanity wish to offer the Galactic Council? Chen's smile widened. Security consulting, for starters. Your systems are impressive, but they're vulnerable to anyone who thinks outside your logical frameworks. We can teach you to defend against chaos, and in return, we'd appreciate access to your quantum processing technology. We'd like to see what happens when we combine your logical processing with our creative chaos. That combination, the scholar observed, could be revolutionary or catastrophic. Probably both, Erebus chimed in helpfully. That's kind of humanity's brand. And so the Galactic Council learned an important lesson that day. Advanced technology wasn't always about being more sophisticated or more powerful. Sometimes the most effective approach was the one nobody expected, the one that broke all the rules because it never learned them in the first place. Humanity's technology might have looked outdated, but when it spoke, the galaxy had no choice but to listen. Because in a universe of predictable logic and optimized solutions, chaos was the ultimate advantage. And humans, as always, brought chaos wherever they went.